it.
I know.
Wait, through your mouth?
Yes! That's
Wait, do that again.
If I can. I'm a human speaker.
Brooke Babick, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Well, I was gonna discuss.
It's me.
No, it's not. It's me.
It's me.
Hey, if you don't know, it's Bailey and Brooke, but I guess you say Brooke and Bailey because that sounds better. But
Yeah, it's been a while. We haven't been here in like a really long time because she hasn't wanted to film in a very long time.
I'm kind of stubborn with equipment. If I don't have top-notch stuff, then I don't want to do anything.
But now we have a nice
But now I have a nice camera.
Alright.
So now I have a really nice GoPro, and now I have a really nice DSLR, and I have lights, and I'm
Well,
kind
had
of
the lights.
blinded. Yeah, I've had
It's
the
not even that bright.
And I have good software now. Things
Yay.
are really gearing up,
Yeah.
I guess.
So, since one of my favorite videos that we filmed, or I guess one of our favorite videos that we filmed, is the story time with Brooke and Bailey, and we wanted to make it a series like forever ago, and that didn't happen since we only made one. But here we are, another Brooke and Bailey story time with Brooke and Bailey. Yay! Look how long my arms are. Okay, so what are we gonna talk about today?
Well, last time we did middle school, and now, if you don't know, which you don't know because we've never said this, me and Brooke go way back, like way back,
like kindergarten.
to kindergarten back, yeah. And
look at how cute that is.
So yeah, we go way back to elementary school, and what?
Sorry, elementary.
Elementary.
Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
And we're kind of still the same people in a way, even from way back then.
I mean, kind of. I'm still like shy and awkward and really.
No, she's really sweet, and sometimes she lets her sweetness get the better of her. And sometimes I'm still very stubborn and piss people off. So,
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
you find some sort of joy in it sometimes, but you do it for the better.
So, we're gonna. Where should we start, Brooke?
Okay. So let's start with kindergarten because that's where it all came from, right?
So, me and Brooke were in Miss Braxton.
I forgot her name. I thought it was like Bridge. I don't remember.
And I really didn't like her because she
she was a bitch.
she was kind of mean.
She was not a nice person.
Like, she could be a teacher, but she shouldn't be a kindergarten teacher. Like, she just didn't really have the patience. And I remember, come on the first day, it was like glorious, like there was toys out and like everybody was playing, and then it never happened again. And then we made this guy Peter cry.
Oh, Peter cried?
Yeah.
Oh, I miss Peter. He's like
He's going into the Olympics, actually.
So Peter, if you ever
Peter Sullivan.
Yeah.
So it was like an awesome first day, and then it just sucked. Like, then we never got to play with blocks again. We never had nap time again.
Yes,
She
we
would
did.
punish us. We had it twice.
Did we really? Oh yeah, I don't remember.
No,
that
she
much.
made us do this thing, and it was called heads down time. And literally, you just sat there 15 minutes like this on your desk.
I remember that. I do remember that.
I hated that. I couldn't do anything. So, like, me and my friends would, like, play with our hands. Like, we would make horses, which kind of looks like you're flicking someone off with your hands.
Horses?
Yeah, like, these, like
They
this.
look like dinosaurs.
I kind of, yeah. And we would do that, but that's besides the point. So, anyway, I don't know what my point was. It was not a fun class, but Brooke was in my class, and I didn't really talk to her much.
No. I was really shy. I thought I had friends, but then I look back in it, and it's like my two best friends were friends with each other, and I have a feeling they really didn't like me. Like, looking back, I was like, I followed them around everywhere, and I'm pretty sure they were, like, constantly annoyed with me. Like, you don't have to put their names in there, but Amanda and Summer, like, I really feel like Amanda did not like me, because I followed them around all the time, and she'd always, like, I don't know.
Well, I was friends with Amanda and Summer too, so I guess by default we were friends.
Yay.
And I remember there was this one time we had this mentally challenged kid in our class. His name was Brian.
Oh my god, my mom hated him.
And he was kind of just
Yeah.
you never knew what to expect from him. Like, I remember one time he like threw a chair across the room.
He pulled my pants down.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember that, but my mom did. My mom, like, wrote letters and everything, and the school wouldn't do anything about it. The school just, like, couldn't punish him, because it was, like, he had mental issues, but he also had behavioral issues beyond that. Like, well, and he was very, like, you know, like, I don't know, it was so, everybody was so sensitive about it, which I can understand you have to be sensitive for a kid that's mentally challenged, but he had more behavioral issues than mental issues.
Yeah,
Honestly,
he was just a bad kid.
He was a brat, and everyone let him be a brat because
they thought he was like had mental issues.
And
but it really wasn't that bad. He just wouldn't listen. Anyway, that wasn't even where I wanted to go with that. We were talking about Amanda and Summer. So this, you know, this kid would constantly, she would send him out of the room to like a like kind of like a specialist class whenever he got like out of hand. And Amanda and Summer would always be the ones that they were Miss Braxton's favorite, and they would always be the ones to send Brian, and I was always so mad because competitive. I wanted to be the one that took Brian to the classroom.
I wanted to be the one.
And so, which is so stupid now that I'm thinking, but I wanted to, and so finally Amanda and Summer were both not there one day. And I was finally chosen, and I was so excited to see, like, this mysterious magical land classroom that, like, Brian always went to. And so, I went down, and she got mad, or she was like, oh, no, the reason I sent him down is because we were out of referrals. And she wanted to get more referrals from the teacher. And so I go and send Brian down, and she was so nice to them, and I'm looking in this classroom, and they're freaking painting pumpkins and stuff, and they're doing, like, the funnest stuff that we've never were able to do, and I was so mad at Brian.
So mad.
He always got out of head down time. Always. Always. He would throw a fit, and then he would go down to the classroom and paint pumpkins and rocks and stuff. I'm still mad at Brian.
I can tell.
So, there used to be this mean girl. Her name was
Vivian.
Okay, Vivian. I want to know where she is now.
I bet she's nice. She's a good person.
Really?
Really?
She's mean. She was really mean. I didn't make, okay, I'll tell the first part of the story. Okay, so I didn't make a lot of friends, all through elementary school. I was very shy, and I was very outgoing outside of school, but school was one of those places that made me very uncomfortable, even at a very young age. So, I didn't make a whole lot of friends, so it's kind of like, I take what I can get, and Vivian was what I got, because I was very easily, like, persuaded to do other things with other people, because I'm very much pushover. That's, like, blatantly how to say it. I'm very much pushover, and I was very much a pushover when I was little, and she was very much wanted to control somebody, and even at a very young age, you could tell, because she bossed me around everywhere. So, she, like, it was pretty serious. I have always loved chocolate, especially when I was little. It was, like, my thing. Like, chocolate was just, like, me. Food, me. Chocolate, me. She hated chocolate. I didn't eat chocolate for, like, the whole year. I gave up chocolate for her. And I didn't even like her. Like, I'm kind of, like, I said that I liked her, but then, like, I remember telling my mom, being like, I don't think I really like her. I think she's mean. Because she was so mean. But I was her only friend, and she was my only friend. Because I had other friends, but she didn't let me see them. At one point, I saw Anna Kramer at at the playground, and I remember going up, and I was, like, walking next to Vivian, and Vivian, like, walked over there, I think, to talk to someone else, and then Anna came up, she was like, hey, and I was like, oh, what do I do, because Vivian's coming this way, and I'm just like, hi, and she's like, hi, and goes in to hug me, because we were, like, really good friends, and she's a grade above me, so I never see her, and so she goes in to hug me, and I kind of, like, slightly go in to hug her. Vivian comes over, starts bawling, and so I push Anna away, and then I go after Vivian, because... oh, hey, that's my only friend running away from me.
And somehow, I noticed this occurring, because, like, I liked Brooke, and Brooke was my friend. Like, honestly, I remember in, like, first grade, like, I still considered Brooke my friend. And so, because I was really excited because I knew Brooke, because I remember coming into first grade, I saw on the roster, oh, Brooke was in my kindergarten class, now she's in my first grade class. Okay, good, yay, now I have a friend that I know. And so, I liked Brooke, and I don't know, I was hanging out, and over, like, everything that Brooke was talking about, and, like Vivian was bossing her around and everything, and being mean, I was like, something's not up with this chick. Something's not up with this chick. And I'm like, why is she bossing? So finally, sometime on the playground, she's, like, yelling at Brooke or whatever, because, Brooke was just trying to, be Brooke.
I remember what happened that day. Can I explain? Explain. I was with Christina Hiller, who was one of my other friends at the time, but, like, low-key friend because of Vivian. So it was, like, we were friends, I think, from kindergarten, and so it was kind of like, oh, hi. And, so we were walking around, and then Vivian sees us walking, and she just, like, storms off bawling, and I chase after her, and then
Christina's Vivian was crying, I remember that.
Yep. I'm chasing after Vivian. Christina's chasing after me, and then there comes Bailey running along. And... because
if you know me, I always have to insert myself into the issue and fix it.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I do. Well, try to fix it, but make things worse, usually. So, I come in... and I'm like, Vivian, what are you doing? And Vivian's like, what? I'm like, this whole year, you've been, using Brooke as a slave? Like, you say she's your friend, but you just boss her around the whole time. And I'm giving Vivian the business. I'm like, you are not treating Brooke as a friend. I'm like, you are, like, basically just bossing her around and making her do everything you want her to do. And so Vivian was like, Brooke is my friend. And
that's exactly how she said it too. I remember vividly. I remember.
And you can go now.
Oh, but yeah, so then that's when I turn around and lash out at Bailey.
She's like, she doesn't lash out because she's Brooke. She's like, no.
Oh, just kidding. That was a different time. I did though. I did yell at you one time.
She did.
Okay, different time.
But this time she's like, no. She's my friend. No, don't do this. And I'm like, Brooke, you're my friend too. Come with me and don't let her treat you like that. And so I was like, come on, come with me, because I'm your friend. And Brooke's like, no. I'm like, what?
That's really what happened. That's like exactly what happened though.
And I was like, are you kidding me? And then Vivian was like, see, Brooke is my friend. Or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like... I'm like, what just happened? And I was like, sorry for trying to help, And then, like, I left with my other friends. And then we played, like, house or something. But I don't know.
I want to talk... Okay, so yeah, that's the story of Vivian. She was just so mean. She pushed me around all the time. It was so...
Cause I was just mad because Brooke wouldn't realize it.
Well, I eventually I knew, but I didn't really want to stop it because it was comfortable. Okay, I want to talk about my massage business in kindergarten. Okay, so I've always loved starting businesses. I've never been like a leader type person, but I've always wanted, like, I've never really been like the boss, but I've always wanted to be like the owner. So let me explain one of our playgrounds. We had, it was like the old wooden one. Do you remember the old wooden one?
Yeah.
In kindergarten, yeah. Until like 3rd grade. There were like little plastic hammocks that go underneath it. They were tiny now that I'm thinking of it. They must have been like this big, but they fit us on there and you could like lay on it like a hammock, but it was like plastic,
They were just like little benches that sloped.
And so...
They were purple.
Yes, I remember that. The whole thing was like brown, but then had like purple accent. Yeah, I remember. So I was there one time. I walked in, and then there was Elizabeth, Amber,
Evans.
and Ashley. Elizabeth, Amber.
I love them.
Yeah, Elizabeth Evans.
I would
and
play mermaids
Amber
with
and Ashley.
Elizabeth. Lizzie.
Yes. Anyway, so I knew how to massage people because for some reason did my mom teach me how to massage people? I guess
Yeah, I
she
think
did.
you were just good at it.
No, like I remember my mom always being like, "Oh, blah blah blah," with like massage stuff because I don't even know where she learned it. Whatever. So I was good at it. I've always been good at it,
I've
and
never
so
been good at it.
you I think you're too rough. I feel like
Yeah.
you go and you're just like, okay, this one. You're like
Right in the back.
like Monica.
You have a knot right here. Let me just break your back. There you go.
Like, oh, let me just, oh, your spine looks a little crooked. Let me just, oh, okay, anyway. So, we were going in, and so I decided, well, we kind of all collectively decided, I was the main person, to start a massage business. So, eventually, we were, like, having things set up.
I
We were
remember
out there for a
standing in
little while.
line for this thing. It was like top notch.
Yes, we had
Like,
a really...
they had like bouncers, like for like the beginning, like there was a
We
little
did.
opening. They had like two like second graders or
But so, I remember having one girl come in, and then we gave her a massage, and then she's like, oh my gosh, you know, that's so great. And then we're literally like, okay, tell your friends. And I remember this. Tell your friends. And then she's like, okay. And then she goes off, and next thing you know, she brings 2 hands of like 2 other different little girls. And she's like, I brought people. You said to bring my friends, and I did. And so we're like, we have clientele. And so we, like, later on, we were massaging, and
this
at this
thing
point,
got
we had a
big.
few people. We started hiring people. I remember every day, every day we'd have a line outside of the playground thing.
Yeah, it like wrapped.
I feel like the teachers were like, what is going on? Because I remember
It's
the
like
line.
a club. Like
It was so long. Like, you wouldn't even believe, like, it wasn't like a little thing that's like in my head because I know other people believe it. I talked to Amber and Ashley and Elizabeth about it, and they both remember it, and you remember,
I remember it.
A lot of other people from my kindergarten remember it. That's how it was. It was a really long line, and it was a really popular business. And just saying, I started it. But eventually, we got kicked out because this one chick decided to come in. She was like a second grader or something. She decided to come in, and that it was no longer our business, and it was her business. So she literally kicked everybody that was working there out, brought like one of her friends or 2 of her friends, and it was like it was so exclusive. It was like only her like close friends group
Intermediate
was
group.
allowed in the massage place, and they kept, I forget the name. We named it. It was probably just like our initials all together, like
bam.
it really probably was, but not Bam because nobody had an M.
Oh, I
Bay.
remember.
What if it was Bay? Bay. Okay, this was fun. Our card's full, so we need to go. Bye,
Like,
friends.
really fast. All right, so I'll just play you two now.
Bye, friends.
Yay.
Cat. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Okay.